Hi, I'm Jason Carter, and I am pretty good this week.
You're usually angry. You got something.
No, I'm good. Nothing to be angry about.
You were angry yesterday.
I know. Yeah, I can think of 9 things you should be angry about after yesterday, but okay. That's why he's planting his flag.
New year, new me.
It's not New Year yet.
Well, it's almost there.
Get an early start on it.
Exactly.
Can't go wrong with an early start.
Is that what we're rolling with?
Are you angry?
Yeah. I'm angry that you're not angry about something.
Okay, well, Main Event Podcast. It's next.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
You have fun at the game?
Oh, yeah, it was so exciting. They scored the winning hit right at the buzzer.
I think he wants to come inside Utley. He doesn't always go down.
There's a very pure art to that stroke, isn't it? Yeah, it's wonder coffee.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Put your testicles in the C gap.
Welcome to the Main Event Podcast, episode number 41. Jason Carter along with Steve McCullum.
Hello.
And joining us, back by popular demand, he started the NFL season off with us. He's going to end it with us, too. It's the one and only original OG, Mr. Adam Michaels.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It is going fantastic. Adam, how are you doing?
I'm great. It's Saturday. It's a busy football day.
Enjoying
Enjoying the 43-degree weather.
Is it 43 degrees today?
It's pretty effing cold out there.
It's warm.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a dry, warm.
Yeah, for him.
Adam was in the pool earlier. At 3 in the morning, I heard the pool splashing around.
He was like, oh, splish, splish, splish.
He's in shorts and flip-flops right now. Little tank top action. He's like, what weather? Meanwhile, I'm bundled up. Got the heater going.
I know, that heat, it's pretty hot. Can we get that window open?
It's not that hot in you, dude.
Are you hot, Adam?
Yeah, it's a little warm.
Yeah, it's a little warm. It's a little warm.
You guys are nuts.
That thin Arizona blood Steve has.
Drops below 80, and I'm cold. Gotta put my Uggs on.
But like Adam said, big football day today. We are the Main Event Podcast. Make sure you check us out on Facebook at the Main Event Podcast by searching that and then liking it. You can also check us out on Twitter at the Main Event Pod. You can check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at JasonCarter03. And same 3 platforms for Steve at
SMAC 500, SMAC 500.
And Adam, where can the peeps find you at?
I'm on Twitter at AdamMichaels05.
Awesome stuff.
05.
05.
Why do we all have
05.
weird numbers after our names?
Well, because we got to the game late.
Let's get to I'm 500 late.
Probably.
Mine's off the 05 White Sox. So
Oh.
I couldn't be White Sox fan anymore, so I just leave the 05 in there.
I just had like an old Gmail account that was like Jason. When I was trying to make my Gmail account back in the day, like when Gmail was, like first getting big and
You got rid of
everything.
that AOL account.
Yeah, when I got rid of my Hotmail and Yahoo. And it was like, Jason Carter, this is taken. It's like, 03. That sounds good. And then I just kind of kept all my stuff Jason Carter 03.
I just made up 500. I was like, nice round number, I'll remember. Because you know how that is. You forget, like, oh God, I'm SMAC 7196237, and then you forget it, right? So I went with something nice and round for a nice dumb guy like me can figure out.
Nice dumb guy like me can figure it out.
Well, there we go. That's the story, everybody. Have a good day.
One thing that's going to be trying to get figured out today, though, is can Oklahoma break down that Alabama defense and hold off the number 1 seed, top-ranked Roll Tide, Nick Saban, Alabama.
This was going to be my rant until you didn't have one. After watching you watch that game last night with all your anger you had toward refs and everything.
Well, yeah, that was a game I didn't care about.
So terrible with the refs.
There we go. Yeah, I know. They cost Iowa State that game.
Targeting
right?
calls.
Yeah,
You got to hit Butler, though, on that 2-point conversion. I mean, that's your guy, too. I mean, the guy's in the slot. He's your big guy. Come on, just fucking pass the ball.
I hate how people blame the refs for mundane stuff when they're bad calls on both sides, by the way. But we digress. We didn't have a show last night. We should have, because we would have got on it. But yeah, man, the hype for both of these games tonight is just getting absolutely ridiculous. I was watching, game day and everything, and it's just like, oh my God, like double-digit point spreads for both games here, and everybody's like, oh my God, look at this. Like, I get people have been suspended or whatever, but come on. Both these games are going to be duds tonight, right?
I feel like the later game will be good. I feel like
Alabama, Oklahoma is going to be a good game.
I feel like that will be a shootout.
All right, why?
Well, it's got to be a shootout. I mean, Oklahoma has the worst defense in the history of the college football playoff system.
And Alabama has one of the better defenses. You don't think they're going to be able to stop spread offense?
You give Lincoln Riley, you give the Heisman Trophy winner a few weeks to prepare. I mean, come on, it's going to be good. Oh, now you're going to cross your hands.
No, because I'm
okay,
gonna...
Jason, tell me, Jason.
Yeah.
Tell me, Jason. Defense gets paid too, Jason. Oh, tell me.
He's so sarcastic here. No, I'll turn it around on you. You give Nick Saban a month to get ready, and he's unbeatable.
But here's the thing about Nick Saban and Lincoln Riley.
Here we go.
Nick Saban, he's old. Lincoln Riley, he's the young guy. I think we're going to see some pretty crazy shit out of Lincoln Riley. No, you do not.
So you're telling me that in order for this game to be close, OU is going to have to go to trickery and everything to...
I mean, not the whole time, but there's going to be some trick plays. There's going to be some trick
that means
stuff.
you're overmatched and you can't compete head-to-head, so you have to go to trickery. So.
Hey, every team's got to do it. It doesn't matter what you do during the game, as long as you walk away with the win.
Okay.
I mean, Philly special. All right,
So,
Philly special. Eagles won the Super Bowl. People are like, oh man, they had to go to trickery to beat us. Well, no, they won the Super Bowl. They hosted the damn trophy.
Oklahoma's going to have the ball a lot to score a lot. And you think Alabama's going to just do quick plays down the field? That's not their style, man.
You think 2 is 100%?
It doesn't matter. Jalen Hurts alone will beat Oklahoma.
Jalen Hurts ain't shit.
Okay, I know. Right? He sucks, right? Yeah, he's just awful. What did he do at the end of the season when he walked on at the end of the... end of the game there. What did he do? Yeah, he's just awful.
Georgia wasn't ready.
Yeah,
Georgia wasn't ready. Come on now. You know that.
Yeah, he's just awful. He's just awful. Adam, your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I mean, you have an Oklahoma defense that is terrible. You got Alabama that's had its best defense under Saban. But you've also seen that Oklahoma has shown slice of defensive improvement over the last 3 games. So I'm looking for a close game. I'm personally not a roll tide person at all, so I'm going to go. I want to see Oklahoma, so I'm looking for an upset.
You're calling the upset.
I'm looking for an upset.
Well, he said he's looking for. He didn't call it.
I haven't called it officially. I'm looking for the upset.
Sorry, looking for the upset. Well, that's the thing. So they've started to play defense the last 3 games. And who'd they play the last 3 games?
They played Texas.
Texas. And what was the score in that one?
It was pretty high.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but the defense stepped up a bit there.
They did stop them once or twice, which is unusual for Oklahoma. So,
especially after losing the Red River Shootout, thanks to the leg of Dicker.
Yeah. So, all right, we got it.
Dicker.
Yeah.
I just love Dicker.
Are we making predictions now? Or are we doing that later?
We can roll now. Let's see here. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Last 3 games, their defense has been.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
Hey, my source told me I got an inside source that's on the OU sideline.
Well,
that tells me that the defense is looking better. He walks the sideline, Jason. You can't argue with the man that walks the sideline and wears a black cowboy hat. You cannot argue with him.
Well, I'm going to argue 56 points to get West Virginia on the 23rd of November isn't good. Neither is 40 to the basketball juggernaut of Kansas.
Those are all quality Big 12 teams.
But they do have Les Miles now, so I think that was the weekend they announced Les Miles.
No, so they still
they're playing with a little chip on the shoulder there. 47 to Oklahoma State, 46 to Texas Tech. Hey, 14 to Kansas State back in October. They let TCU score 27 on them, so I'm not saying the defense is
TCU got 10 on Cal the other night, so let's yeah. I don't know. I just don't see it. I just think Alabama rolls this tonight. It's going to be, I'm not saying it's not going to be close in the first half. And whoever starts for Alabama will probably play more than 14 total snaps in the fourth quarter than he played the rest of the year. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Alabama, all the way.
You and Tim Tebow.
All right, so I guess we are making picks.
Well, I think whether I pick or not, it's pretty obvious who I'm going with.
So you're Bama. You're looking for the upset.
I'm looking for the upset. Give me Oklahoma. Can I get some points to go along with it?
I'll give you the spread. I'll give you 14.
Okay, give me the 14.
That's how not close it's going to be.
All right, give me the 14 and I'm taking Oklahoma.
Is it 14 points, really? Still, like, that's
Should have
gross,
taken a
right?
3.5 yesterday. That I wanted to.
All the betting money is going toward Notre Dame, not anybody else right now. So it's the
yeah.
last 2 days.
Go
So,
fig.
since they announced those guys are definitely suspended for. Isn't that funny though? Alabama's got a couple starters that are suspended. Nobody's talking about that at all.
And Saban.
Well, Saban's just a football. He's just next man up. I mean,
That's what I mean. Like Clemson has 3 guys go down, 2 of them being starters, and 1 of them being an All-American, like top 10 draft pick. And all of a sudden, Notre Dame's in this game, and it's gonna be close because of it. It's
Well,
like,
that's the
you get a
difference
couple targeting
between-
hits and you get 2 more players out, and you're half your starting defense.
oh, here we go.
Well, that's the difference between Bama and Clemson. Is Clemson's there, but it's like they could be beat. So I mean,
Yeah.
everything's aligning for America to have that
Alabama-
great Bama Notre Dame rematch.
Alabama can have a huge bus crash on the way to the stadium today, and they're still going to be favored. Like, with half the team missing, Alabama's still going to be favored because they'll call up some some weird guy that hasn't played all year that is a true freshman that'll come in there and just dominate for some reason.
So I'll go Oklahoma 2. I want you to do the spread. Give me the dub straight up. Oklahoma's going to pull out the upset tonight. Lincoln Riley, it's going to be his greatest feat, and then he's going to be moving on down south of Dallas.
That's where I was going at with this. Is your heart is speaking because you want him to look good so that the Cowboys can steal him and hire him, but Cowboys aren't getting rid of Jason Garrett.
I know,
when
especially
he
making
just
the
won
playoffs.
He just made the playoffs.
I'm still hopeful that it's like after that first round loss, it's like, all right, guys, here we go.
Jason Garrett has just bought himself 2 or 3 years of mediocre football with this season. So congratulations.
Well, Clemson Notre Dame, 13-point favorite is Clemson. That one's been played at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, which is home of the Cowboys, where Lincoln Riley will maybe coach next year.
As an offensive coordinator, he's going to take a step down for the Cowboys.
Can't wait. They're gonna say it's gonna be just like when they signed Jason Garrett. Like, hey, here are the keys. All right, you got spare keys. You're gonna steer the ship when shit gets real.
Dreaming's free, Jason. Dreaming's free.
And I like dreaming. So, what do you think about that game?
Lincoln Riley, really quick, as I digress. Lincoln Riley doesn't even have his own recruiting class yet. He's still playing with Mark Stoops guys. Like, you have to at least give him 2 more years to get his class in there to see what he's going to do.
Nah, he's good.
You're ready to give him the job now.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
Hey, we don't even know how he recruits at this point. Like, if he's getting players that mesh or he's playing with Stoops guys. So
Put him in the Hall of Fame. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
okay, move on here.
Boomer sooner.
So I was thinking about this game here, Notre Dame, Clemson here. We got Clemson, like I said, top 10 defensive lineman out, tested positive for something. They can't find out why he got tested positive for it.
Because he took it. That's why he got tested positive.
Don't you find it weird, though, that like 4 separate players got nailed for the same thing and like... It's just weird. Like, not all 4 guys were taking it.
They could have been like
could've been.
that good old boys club.
They could have gotten something that said, "Hey, this stuff will never show up. I guarantee it."
Yeah, they could have just been workout buddies. You think all 4 of them
usually
go
when
get some
something
extra
like
reps in?
usually when something like that happens, like like, oh yeah, we've seen it in the locker or whatever, But like this was, oh my god, like we need to redo everything because there was a legit fear that most of the team was going to get nailed for this thing. So I don't know. It's a weird story.
I think those 4 knew what they were taking. They were like, hey,
How can you even
here's
say
the
that
thing.
without even?
Because all 4 of them got popped. It's like...
But so did Alabama's guys. But here's the difference. Alabama's guys get popped. Not a word from anybody. Clemson's guys get popped. Oh my god, the cheating.
well, because we all know Alabama's cheating. I mean, look at those guys. Look at them. They're like the Monstars.
They're all NFL. They're all NFL players right now.
They're drinking Jordan's secret juice.
So anyway, Clemson Notre Dame breakdown.
Clemson. I've watched one Notre Dame game all year. That was against Michigan. That was game 1 of the season.
That's right. Yeah.
I think Clemson. I mean, they've been in the national title 3 out of the last 4 years.
True freshman.
Two of the last 3 years.
Freshman.
I'm sure we're going to hear that out.
Got the true freshman.
Yeah.
So get your drinks ready for how many times you hear true freshman. And I wonder if they're going to talk about his hair. He does have great hair.
I don't. Outside the helmet, it flows and looks awesome. Inside the helmet, it just looks like a mullet. It's not good. So,
Speaking of mullets,
do you think? Oh yeah.
did you see
We're all over the
the
place.
guy for Washington State last night? the offensive lineman, the blackface guy. He had his face like he's a white guy.
The ponytail guy?
Yeah.
No, he was all mullet.
Oh, he was on mullet.
That was mullet.
One of those guys had a ponytail that was annoying.
I know it. Which one was that guy? Was it Washington State?
I don't remember. Probably Iowa State, because they just seemed like they'd wear ponytails.
Kick a team when they're down.
Well, the refs cost them a game.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can only play one team on the field. I mean, you're playing the red team and the zebra team yesterday, so...
Everybody could tell what our arguments were last night. We're making it obvious there.
Who are they playing for?
So since we don't want to talk about this drum beating in Clemson Notre Dame tonight, Notre Dame's going to lose by 30. I'll give somebody 30 points on this one.
30 points.
It's going to be god awful. It's going to be god awful.
No, because I really, really, really hate Brian Kelly. So I want nothing to do with Notre Dame.
I'm with you there.
You can take the Irish, and I hope they lose. I hope they don't even take the field at some points in time. I don't want to watch it, but yeah, Clemson's a better team. They play a tougher schedule. Notre Dame is undefeated. Yeah, who do they play?
Even the
six of their games are ACC.
But then they played Stanford, who was down this year. They're in that Sun Bowl today. Woohoo! They played SC, who's not even bowl eligible. They're so bad.
El Paso.
So I don't even know who Stanford's playing. That's how last I care about the Sun Bowl. So 6 ACC teams, not even the good ACC teams, and then Stanford, USC. It's just they played Michigan, who ended up the season good, but that first game was Michigan looked like they'd never played football before. So, when was the last time Notre Dame actually stepped up in a big game like this?
You probably almost got to go back to Lou Holtz.
Yeah, man, every time they've been in a big game, especially with Brian Kelly, especially.
So they were in what? They were in BCS game, right?
Yeah, they were. And they got blown out by 800 points to some SEC team.
That was before the playoffs, right?
Yeah, okay. It was. Yeah, because it was 1-2. The problem with Notre Dame is that they just don't have. They play that old school football, and they don't have the speed to compete. It's the same thing like Big Ten had, like Ohio State when they went up against the SEC. Was they're slower, they're bigger, and they're slower, and they just can't keep up with that speed. And Clemson's freaking fast. So Clemson by 30.
Trevor Lawrence, baby. Trevor Lawrence. Get it done. Get it done. So, did you see this? Little off subject here.
As usual, this morning. Yes.
But no, so we're all taking Clemson, right?
If somebody takes Notre Dame, we're doing drug testing.
Okay. You know what? The other day I was flipping through the channels, and on IFC came this movie. I don't know if you heard about this movie, based on a true story about this little ragtag kid. All he wanted to do was play for Notre Dame.
I'm sorry, folks.
Well, he got his chance, and he played for Notre Dame. That kid's name was Rudy. So go Irish. Go Irish.
Rudy was the blueprint I was looking for to.
So, according to the LAD Bible on Snapchat, Macaulay Culkin let fans pick him a new middle name.
Yes, I saw this.
So here are the. Do you know which one?
No, I don't.
Right,
let me rephrase that. I saw that he was doing this and that he confirmed that he was changing his middle name to it. I did not click on the article to find out what it was.
So Macaulay Culkin will legally change his name to in 2019 after letting fans decide. Let's see here. It will be. Or here's what Macaulay Culkin will legally change his name to. Let's see. Swipe up to reveal. There we go.
God, it's even clickbait where you have to actually click on stuff.
I hate Snapchat when they do this shit.
That's all. It's even clickbait. You got to go through 9 things to find out what this. Then it's gonna be like Peter. Watch.
All right, so here are the suggestions. The McRib is back. That's awesome. Is the McRib back?
Yeah,
it is back.
Oh, you guys want to go? You guys want to go get some?
Who does not want to go?
You guys want to go get down some McRibs after this?
I don't. I've never had one. I will never have one.
Oh, McRib's so good.
Yeah, I know. Feel sorry for me.
Kieran, that was an option. Don't know why. Shark Week, publicity stunt, and Macaulay Culkin. To be Macaulay Culkin.
Culkin.
I hope publicity stunt one.
So he tweeted, said, "Merry Christmas to me from all of you. My new middle name has been chosen. You voted. The winner is clear in 2019. My new legal name will be Drum roll. Macaulay Culkin. And he says, it has a nice ring to it, if you like my name.
Did you really just waste our time with that?
Hey, he's coming back. You know, he's off the drugs. He did that Home Alone spoof commercial for Google. That was pretty good.
So now he's got to come back.
Yeah, he's on the comeback. People are liking the Culkin.
We're talking about him, so he's there.
Well, we're
Culkin.
talking about him because Jason, whatever. But he's letting fans pick his middle name. Yeah, he's let us come back, Jason. That's what Tom Cruise does every year for publicity, doesn't he? Tom Cruise is like, I feel like
Tom Cruise
I feel
hasn't
like I'm
sputtered
here.
away in rehab for years.
That was a long time ago, man.
I mean, what how long has he been clean? Like 2 years, 3 years?
First of all, I don't follow Macaulay Culkin's life. The most I know about him is when he was a kid and he hung out with Michael Jackson all the time.
Yeah, he definitely. No wonder he was on a lot of drugs.
Well, where else are you going to get him from if you don't get him from Michael Jackson?
Well, you had to take him after getting booty punched.
And make your comments too. Send your hate mail too.
Oh, whatever. The guy's been dead for 10 years. Don't act like you just went fucking fishing with him yesterday. All right? Jesus Christ.
Me and Michael are close, man.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Me and Michael are close.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. I'm sure you went hanging
I
out
was waiting for that.
on Neverland Ranch. Is that what it was? Neverland Ranch?
Neverland, Jason.
I'll take you to Neverland Ranch.
Peter Pan reference.
Gonna have some fun on Neverland Ranch. Do you like Neverland Ranch?
Never been to the Neverland Ranch, Jason.
Speaking of Neverland Ranch, not really. This is totally not speaking of Neverland Ranch.
Here we go with another
But-
stupid story. All right, what?
John Jones is back tonight.
Yes.
John Bones Jones
I'm gonna-
is back. Speaking of drugs, I guess you can say, and staying clean. Not fully clean since they moved the fight from Vegas to L.A. since a little trace popped up and L.A. was like, hey, you know what? fuck it.
No, LA did not
bring it.
know about. They said they did not know
No.
that he failed the test.
L.A. No, that's
Right.
why they moved it. Is L.A. did know about it and they cleared him. Vegas wouldn't clear him because he had a trace from the initial testing, and the testing was done in L.A. So Nevada's like, well, we need to do our own follow-up testing, but we're gonna have a hearing in January. And UFC's like, the fight's on the 29th. So that's why they moved it.
Could you guys maybe speed up the process here?
Yeah, that's why they moved it. Was LA had already cleared him because they know that the results that just came back was a residue to what he failed before, a year ago or whatever.
2 years, right?
The best thing
Because
about
those were like 2017.
shit,
like,
it feels like no, he fought.
that's the end of 2018.
Yeah, he fought 2017, so it had been that year. So it's been just over a year. But my favorite part about that is all the pre-fight stuff. The dude he's fighting is just literally calling him a cheater non-stop at the press conferences and everything. Like John's like, I'm really looking forward to, fighting tonight. And the guy's like, yeah, you staying off the drugs for this? Or am I fighting a steroid?
And not only is he getting called out by that guy, Daniel Cormier's calling him out.
Yeah, right.
Because Cormier yesterday announced that he is going to just relinquish the title. Talking to the media, said they can have it because tonight is for the light heavyweight title instead of being stripped. He's like, you know what? Here you go. Take it. I don't effing want it. Like 3 years I've been fighting with this title, and
But Cormier-
here we go.
DC's payday's coming though. His last payday's coming. He wasn't gonna defend that title again anyway. He was going heavyweight again.
Did he even earn that title though?
Man, he beat a scrub.
Yeah, exactly. He lost.
He defended it.
He lost to a guy who got popped for drugs, and then won it by fighting a scrub. So it's not really his to begin with. So,
But he defended it for 3 years. Solid years.
like, you excited for this fight tonight?
I'm excited to see Jones. I love Jones. Like, I'm a huge John Bones Jones fan. When I first saw him beat Shogun Rua back in, 2013?
I like
2014?
tall, skinny guys that look like they're going to get their ass kicked, and then they just play with the guy for 2 rounds, and then they just dominate him at the end there, and knock him out. Like, I love that. Because everybody else, in the UFC is all like, I'm the big badass. I'm big. Look at me, how muscular I am.
I remember when Jones first came in, he had just that way that he did shit, just some unorthodox type moves that he did, all the spins and everything. Like, dude's badass. When he knocked out Shogun Rua, 45 seconds, something stupid like that. He owned Shogun Rua in that fight to win the title.
But how awesome is it that like he's got two brothers that are in the NFL. One, all-pro NFL player. He's one of the best UFC fighters on the planet. He just can't stay clean, can't stay off the drugs. Like, can you imagine being in that family growing up? Can you imagine being that mom, like, when the kids fight?
I'm gonna get you. Bam! Like, oh god.
3
John Bones, no.
3 like alpha males.
You think Mom was calling him John Bones?
No, he got that later. He got that fight later, didn't
John
he?
Bones, no, you stop that.
Well, thank God he got the name Bones instead of like Slick or Slim or Shorty.
I'm Johnny Slim. Coming at you.
I guess he was lucky for with the nickname he got there, but yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm interested. I'll watch the replay. I'm not going to buy it for God's sake, but
We were thinking about going to a local drinking establishment.
Well, we got what? What are you talking about? We got the Notre Dame Clemson game that's going to be really close going on at the same time.
Everything will be on there. Actually, that'll be Oklahoma Bama game.
That's it. Yeah,
That'd be the opposite special going on right then, but
even better then. Yeah, you're gonna pay a cover charge to. Might as well just buy it here.
It's usually like $5. They don't like charge you like arm and a leg like Vegas here.
$5 for cover charge for UFC fight? Dude, it's usually like 20.
No. Well, first you gotta find a place that has it. A lot of places don't do it anymore.
Cyborg knew this is going to be really good too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna hit. Cyborg defend the title, possibly her last fight before making the move to
being a full-fledged man.
Or wrestling. To get
B-Dubs here doesn't do it for free?
I don't know. We'll have to check. We'll have to call. We'll have to call and check. You want to call right now? You want to do an on-air call? Hey, B-Dubs, what's
You're on the podcast. Just curious. Pump you out.
Hi, Jan. This is the Main Event Podcast. Y'all showing the fight tonight?
Yeah. I mean, Bones is going to win that thing pretty easy, so I don't even know why it's a big deal.
Because I like seeing him. I like my boy Johnny Bones. He's the only fighter I really care about. So, unless like Brock comes back and fights Cromer, because that'd be a good fight.
I'm waiting for that fight.
Well, Cromer says last fight's going to be in March. So, Brock has 3 months. Got to figure it out.
Dead air there. Nobody cares.
I care. I'm thinking. I'm thinking if it's possible. I think he's known for a while. I think that's a fight they've been thinking about, so I can see it. It's not like he's busy going to WWE ring anytime.
That's definitely true.
The problem with the UFC at this point with these new owners is that, they're just constantly, trying to cater to these big fights because of the money makers. So before that, you remember, like, I'm just gonna throw out numbers, but like UFC like 281, like there's no big names on it or whatever, And then
it seems like when they sold it, that's when they got the no names were on it. It's unfortunate.
No, I think they force feed us the big names now. Like, I mean, they literally just moved a fight from one city to another to ensure that the big names were on this fight. It wasn't. If these two weren't on there, they wouldn't have moved it. They would have. They would have just dropped the fight and canceled the top one and moved somebody else, like Cyborg up or something. So the fact that they moved it just so Bones can fight is tells you everything.
Well, here's my issue with UFC. Because you're right, like they do force feed us like fighters, but there's a lot of fighters, like the average fan, like we don't know. Like I
don't, yeah.
We just don't know.
I probably know 10 fighters.
Right. Like,
there are 22 fighters on the undercard tonight, and the reason why they're doing that is to get those names out there. For it to get them built up at this point.
But when you look at the guys who like do all like who follow it and are like super heavy into it, they are going to be all about the one of the undercard fights. Let's see what guy we got. On the Fight Pass prelims, 4
so these
fights.
are the non-pay-per-view guys.
And then FS1, you got 4 fights, and then you got 5 fights on the actual pay-per-view. But there's probably people out there who know who... I can't even pronounce the name. Penn. Actually, I know who Penn is. Hang on. There's probably people out there who know who Silva Andrade is against Jan. We've never heard those names before in our damn life. We've never heard of them. But there are people out there who are like all into it. Like I'm not all into like UFC. Like I felt bad because this chick was like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" "No, I think we might go here and watch the game and the fight." And she's like, "That's so fucking gay." I was like, "I don't watch every fight, all right? I just like really like John Bones Jones. Like chill out." But there are people who like get fucking hard-ons for every time fucking somebody throws a goddamn punch. They show up to these bars. They wear their fucking Ed Hardy, their fucking tap out, their fucking whatever the fuck else.
Tap out, dude. I got a couple tap out shirts. I like tap out.
You must fight.
Well, I try to throw it on every once in a while.
Keep going, Jason.
Yeah, you know, they're just those fucking guys.
You stepped on his rant.
They wear sunglasses inside bar that's not well lit for some unknown reason. It's like, bro, this ain't even fucking Vegas. Like, you're in fucking Tempe, Arizona. What are you doing?
The shirt's too small to show off their muscles that they just got done going to the gym, so they have the extra, testosterone going, so they look a little buffer that night.
And they stop out of the truck with the pump. They have vanity plates that have their name on it.
Dude, I have to admit, man, UFC like drives me. Like I watched like some of them, like I watched the replay just because I'm curious. Like, oh, I wonder what this guy did. Like, there's so much hype for it. It is quite possibly the worst sport ever like created. I don't get the fascination. Like, there's not even any brutality to it anymore. Like.
Take the gloves back off.
Yeah, like, it's all protected now. So great. So a guy climbed on top of another guy and then elbowed him in the face 30 times before he tapped out. Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, the ground and pound does get kind of boring. Well, they just
like God, even 5-10 years ago, man, this guy actually knew how to fight. Like, it was an art. Now it's there's two styles, right? There's the stand knuckle to knuckle and just pound on each other, and then there's the take him down and sit on top of him and elbow him in the face 30 times until the fight gets stopped.
And all people care about is the hype leading up to it. Like, you don't care about a Conor McGregor fighting, Nick Diaz. You care about what Conor McGregor's going to say before the fight.
Yeah, I was pretty big into that Diaz fight.
Yeah, we did watch it from afar. Well, which one? That was the second one,
yeah,
right?
the first one was, you weren't with me.
Was it the first one we watched? Or the second one when we were in Vegas?
That was the second one, because the first one I was at a hockey game. We watched all the pre-fights there, and we went, me and Chaz went to McDuffie's right there or whatever, and watched it, and Diaz comes out, and I go, this fight's going to be over in about 30 seconds. Because, he was just standing there, and Conor's all, like, into it, and Conor walks out, smacks him in the face, and he falls down, and fight over, and it was like, wow, that wasn't predictable. But that's my problem with the UFC. I do not get, like, I get the brutality of it where, girls get more crazy about UFC than dudes do, man. Because of the brutality or whatever, and I get that, but it's just
seeing the testosterone.
It's gotten so teamed up. Now they have those lower level groups that I don't even know what the initials are, QLC or whatever. That
QVC. They actually sell vacuum cleaners on Fridays.
That actually fight the old way and everything, So, and that's the brutality of it, like the old Roman days. But yeah, I don't get the whole UFC overhype. Garbage. Obviously, I'm alone here.
Well, I mean,
since you guys are really wanting to go to a bar tonight to watch it.
Well, I'm interested in it.
I'm interested in two of the fights. I don't really. I could care less about the undercard.
Like, I'm not watching UFC 233.
The last time 232. The last time Bones fought, I don't remember who it was. 2 rounds of them just standing, staring at each other, and Bones kicking him in the thighs, and then he gets like 2 hits in and then a kick in and the guy's like on his back. Like, the whole fight was boring, and then there was like 2 seconds of excitement and then the guy's on his back and Bones won. And it was like, oh wow, that was 3 minutes of my life I'm not getting back.
Let's see here. Was that the fight in 2016 against Ovince St. Preux?
I don't remember the last fight he did. I watched somebody was streaming it live on YouTube or Facebook.
That one went to 5 rounds. Then there was the overturn against Cormier from last year.
It was Cormier then. I had him in the Cormier fight.
So.
Yeah, it was. I watched it. I got so bored with it. Like, it was on and I was doing like other stuff. So much so that I missed the end of the fight because it was so boring. I looked away for 2 seconds and then it was over, and I had to watch the replay to find out what the hell just happened. And it wasn't even that brutal or anything.
Well, last time Jones and Gustafsson fought, went to decision, 5 full rounds. We gonna get the same tonight?
Great. God, I hope so. I hope we can watch two guys stand in the ring and do nothing for 5 rounds. That would be stellar.
No, I think you're gonna get. I think it goes 3.
Can I get somebody with a good opinion, please?
3 rounds.
I'll go 2. Jones knocks him out.
I got 3 with Jones.
Little TKO action.
I would actually say 2 or 3, and Jones is going to knock him out tonight.
All right, so New Year's is just a few days away, guys. Are anybody making resolutions?
If only the world could see your face when you asked us that.
I'm sure they could feel
Yeah.
it through the microphone.
I have a resolution that I'll get my house back and nobody living in it but me and no animals. That's my resolution.
Adam?
I've decided not to make resolutions this year because it's just another broken promise along the way.
Your resolution is no resolution.
Yes, my resolution is not to make a resolution.
So I saw a thing.
He's going someplace ridiculous with this, by the way.
It was 6 years ago today. I was at the BW Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl at ASU Stadium when Michigan State
Stadium.
beat TCU and a fine Arizona match. So I saw this post the other day.
You notice how he's like a big TCU guy, like all of a
It's all,
sudden?
it's all about the TC.
I know.
When they come, you gotta.
He's all
you gotta
about the
frog it
horned.
down.
He's all about the horned frogs that don't actually have horns.
You gotta frog it down sometimes. Anyways, so no, I saw this post the other day. It said it was concert Snapchat etiquette. It's like, take a photo of you outside the venue or a photo of your tickets. Boom. Take a 20-second video inside the deal. Boom. Take one outside, say, oh, that was so much fun. You know, fucking Garth Brooks is awesome. Oh, I love T Swift. And then be done.
Those are the bands you go with.
Yeah, the first two that popped in my head.
Shocker.
And I was like, that's funny. That is how it should be done, you know? And then I saw, like, last night, one of my friends, he went to go see a fucking DJ of all fucking things. A goddamn DJ up in Chicago. Dude, Alex. I mean, I think he's a little queer, but...
Who did you see?
I don't
DJ.
fucking know. Let me
Well, depends on what team. I mean,
Yeah.
offended here a little bit, so I
It wasn't Marshmallow.
Adam's like, what about the dude that wears a rat head?
you know,
Was it DJ Callum?
If you want to
DJ Callum or whatever his name is?
DJ Collie, I don't like.
Khalid?
How's he still a thing? I don't even know.
Because he's in New York.
All right, so close for Seven Lions. I think Seven Lions. Is that DJ or is that a band? It looked like a DJ up on the stage, but look, he has like all this like weird stuff. Like you're about to sit through the story for like.
This is riveting.
Wait,
Seven Lions.
I don't know who Seven Lions is, so I don't really.
But he's up on a DJ thing. It's all this like weird ass fucking. I don't know who the hell Seven Lions is, but
don't
he
either.
literally just posted the entire fucking concert. Like, bro, enjoy the fucking moment.
What does this have to do with resolutions?
Because the resolution for everybody out there in America is to stop posting goddamn concerts on your fucking story.
I have seen snaps from a certain person that is on this radio show right now, this podcast, that will do full-length concerts on his Snapchat and or Facebook. So-
Only when the booze hits me.
Oh,
Only when the booze hits
so
me.
maybe the booze hit, maybe other things hit him in a DJ thing, Jason. Maybe other things hit him.
Penis was hitting him. That's what's hitting him. Alex, if you're listening,
The guy that his concert examples were Garth Brooks and Taylor
T.
Swift
T.
is
Swift.
calling somebody else homosexual. That's brilliant.
I mean, T Swift's pretty cool.
You could exactly.
Well, you gotta
They
hit
got
T.
like
Swift.
manly, like Metallica, you know, Megadeth.
Oh man, such a good concert. I love the Spice Girls. Classic rock is back. Woo!
If you want to be my lover.
You know, this week, back in 1997,
Oh jeez.
Spice.
You walked him right there.
I know. I
Walked
know,
him there.
I know.
Opened the door and said, "Please go through."
I led that horse to water. I'm sorry, everybody.
I do have a very fun fact about the Spice Girls.
I do a lot of apologizing on the show here.
You keep walking him right to where he wants to go.
Walking me right towards where I want to go. So,
So Adam,
Spice Girl opened in theaters this week, back in 1997. Here's a fact for you. Boxer
really?
Frank Bruno was cast as the tour bus driver, but left the set after a security guard prevented his son from taking a picture with the girls. So there you go. There's a random Frank Bruno fact with Spice World. Which is actually a pretty good movie.
so oh my god,
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
let's just
I don't have one.
oh my god, Posh by far.
Ginger.
Oh
Ginger
no, It's awful, man. You gotta.
I was Sporty Spice back in the day, but then I realized.
You
I
were.
boobs.
And then you realize that you're not her type.
What do you mean her type?
You're a dude.
Well, no. Then I realized I like boobs.
What would be the most embarrassing thing for you if like you were hanging out with her? Like the fact that she would fight your fights for you and beat everybody up for you.
Sporty Spice? No,
Yeah.
I think you're thinking Scary Spice. Sporty Spice was so nice.
My
Moves.
like what would be worse than that? She's better at you at sports like basketball. Like you'd be like, oh, let's go play some baseball, and she's jacking homers like you're barely getting it over first base.
I mean, she probably plays good
So bad,
softball. She's probably good shortstop there. She had a little body on her.
Oh my god, Jason needs some alone. We'll enjoy this commercial break while Jason has some free time here while we leave the room while he's scouting.
Back in 30 seconds.
Why? No, we're just letting you
No,
hang yourself here with all your cool old band references.
I was a Ginger fan. I don't know. She was crack. Or are you Scary? Baby Spice?
I like sport. I have to say, unfortunately.
I think he just came. He's like, oh, like, what?
Oh my god.
So, last week of NFL
No, that's-
is coming up, guys. We ready?
Hey, that's not my pillow. What was that movie? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Well, more importantly, Jason, we have some pretty big bowl games starting today and going into next week.
Yes, we have right now the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Which, before we did this, because it started before we went, I had Michigan.
I had Michigan.
I had Florida.
What's the score right now?
It is 7-6 Michigan. Florida has the ball driving with 8 minutes left in the second. And then Virginia, South Carolina. Right now that game's 7-0. Did y'all even pick this game?
I had Virginia.
I like South Carolina.
I didn't pick this game, but I would go with Virginia.
Okay, well, Virginia right now leads 7-0.
Because they're winning, so I'm going to go that way.
The Commodores.
Does South Carolina ever win anything of importance?
Probably not. Is Spurrier still their coach?
I couldn't tell you. I'm still trying to figure out who Bronco Mendenhall is freaking coaching these days.
He's coaching one of those teams, apparently.
Because he was at BYU one year and he left, and now I have no clue where he went. I heard his name for the first time in years.
So, Arkansas State and Nevada getting ready to kick off here in 1 minute.
Nevada.
Nevada is 1.5-point favorites there at Arizona Stadium down in Tucson.
Yes.
Why were we not there? Why are we not there?
Because we were busy. We went to the Cheez-It Bowl.
Because hanging outside in 32-degree weather would be fucking miserable. That's why.
Oh, well, hanging outside in 132-degree weather. That's a great time.
Oh, yeah, last time you were here, it was 120.
The difference,
Give me the 32 weather.
like the difference is you have clothes for that weather, right? We can only put on so many layers, Adam.
And then you have that like cheering to like warmth ratio. If
Yes.
you cheer too much,
Then you get too hot.
Yeah, you get too hot. Then you have to like undo it. And then you're, like, you're the guy that stands up and sits down. People are like, really? Just put on your fucking jacket, man. Come on now. It's like, hey, shut up, man. Drink a hot cocoa.
Adam doesn't know our struggles here.
Yeah, that's struggles.
So Nevada, right? We all got
Nevada's
Nevada.
winning that.
And
Nevada.
all right, we did.
Is it Nevada or Nevada? Because I always call it Nevada. By the
I always
way.
call it Nevada.
I know, it's weird. That's what I always say.
It's like caramel and caramel. Caramel and caramel. What do you guys say?
caramel.
Caramel.
I say caramel.
Figures.
He just wants to sound important.
I like to
That's
church
all
it
it
up.
is.
Well, do you say Target or Target?
Oh, Target, because Target is just ridiculous.
I church it up. Do you church it up?
No.
Okay.
I go as basic as possible.
Basic.
I use as many small words as humanly possible.
So coming up here in a few hours, Notre Dame clips that we already made the picks. We're still sticking with it.
Definitely.
All right, go Irish. Oklahoma.
Are you really picking Notre Dame?
Give it to me.
Shut up.
I watched Rudy the other day.
You changed it.
I watched Rudy.
You know Rudy wasn't factually accurate, right?
It was close.
No, it wasn't even close.
It was pretty close.
Wasn't even close.
Pretty close.
The players did not walk in the locker room and throw their jerseys down so Rudy can dress for that
You
game.
can have my spot. That's what they did.
They did not.
Oklahoma, Alabama, Hard Rock Stadium.
I've already got my 14 points and taking Oklahoma.
So you're taking with the points. You're Alabama all day, and I'll take Oklahoma for the win. There we go.
As you can
Gonna
tell,
be
folks, there's been a lot of drinking going on around
Going to be
here.
a OU Notre Dame championship game in San Francisco, which nobody will get to at all. Get your tickets now, kids. All right, so NFL.
That's just awful.
What?
Just,
OU Notre Dame.
can you
game?
imagine that championship game?
And why is it like
Oklahoma.
that's the thing that sucks about like since they've been doing like the not BCS but the playoff like title game and all that stuff, the games on the West Coast take a beating because like these schools in the South, they're going to the games today. Like,
Because it's so close.
yeah. And then
Well, not only that, but school's out right now.
Right.
So you have more people on vacation that can go and everything. Like the championship games, January 8th or something like
the
that?
7th, I think, yeah.
Everybody's going back to work and you have to travel across the country
Vacation
for these
week,
guys.
holiday weeks are over then officially.
Yeah.
Like I went to the one out here a few years ago, and I literally guys like $60. Here you go. Like here's a ticket. Like sweet.
They generally have a hard time selling also because we didn't pick the New Year's games, dummy.
Oh yeah, they didn't pull up there.
I'm like, we're missing something.
We're missing something.
'Cause-
We do have more games.
Speaking of crappy
New Year's 6 bowls.
Speaking of crappy attendance, you can walk into the Fiesta Bowl on January 1st, folks, for less than $12 if you want to see Jason's UCF national champions beat the LSU Tigers, according to Carter here.
Tigers. Let's see here. Give me those games. I hate when they do this thing on here. You gotta scroll through all the finals before you get to the.
Jason scrolled through this thing about Macaulay Culkin's new middle name for 5 minutes.
And it was fine.
And he's bitching about scrolling through ESPN to find the games.
All right, here's what else we got. Here's what else we got, guys. Monday, December 31st. We got some ball games. We got Cincinnati Bearcats taking over Virginia Tech. Beamer football. We gonna get some Beamer ball out there?
Beamer still there?
No.
Okay, I was going to say. I'm going to go Cincinnati. Zavant, a great running game. I think they're going to surprise Virginia Tech, step up, and Cincinnati's going to win that game.
That's the Military Bowl, by the way.
I just broke down the Cincinnati Virginia Tech game.
I like Cincinnati, so I'm gonna go Virginia Tech. No other reason other than I don't like Cincinnati.
I just like saying Beamer Bowl, so go by Tech. Stanford taking on Pittsburgh in the Sun Bowl. That's on Monday as well. There you go. That's a good
Without
plan.
Bryce Love, the great running back. However, a little fun fact for you that actually is relevant and not some weird 14-year-old girl fun fact. When Christian McCaffrey decided not to play in his bowl game before he went to the pros, a little running back named Bryce Love stepped up and had a great game that day. And now Bryce Love's sitting out this game, getting ready for the pros. So a little running back named something will step up.
Somebody else will
Stanford's
step
gonna
up.
win this.
Stanford 4.5-point favorites. I like Stanford.
Stanford.
Michigan State versus Oregon at a Levi Stadium in the Red Box Bowl. Oh, that's where the Red Box Bowl
That's
is
in
getting
San
played.
Fran.
In Santa Clara.
Yep. Oregon's going to win this one, baby. Michigan State coming west. Never a good sign.
Michigan State's gonna win. It's Big Ten all the way.
Well, nope. Not so fast. Michigan State, when they travel out west, they can't do it. They ain't going to do it here.
And Oregon's quarterback just decided he's coming back for a senior
Which
year.
means he's playing, baby.
He's playing. And
He's
that's
playing.
The heartbeat of Oregon, baby.
And he is going to be numero uno
We got-
next Euro.
We got Big Ten bias over here, folks.
Missouri, number 23, get a ranked game, taking on Oklahoma State in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Miz right now is 9.5-point faves.
Yeah,
They're tenth.
Missouri's winning this one. It's not even going to be close.
Yeah, this is
Oklahoma
gonna be a
State.
blowout. Oklahoma State is not a good football team.
Yep, give me Missouri. Northwestern,
You don't even have to ask.
Chicago's Big Ten team.
Don't even have to ask me on this one. Come on.
Taking
now.
on Utah in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. How many fucking names you need?
Man, all right. So, Adam, going for Utah in this one?
That's Fitzgerald would have my hat.
7-point favorites.
Go Cats. That's all I gotta say on this one. Go Cats.
Utah is.
I was going to say, man, that surprised me there. Yeah, Utah on that defense is going to... Northwestern playing in the Big Ten hasn't seen a defense like Utah
This is the Big
coming
Ten
up
champion.
here.
What West champions you're talking about right there?
Exactly my point.
Go Cats.
Do you have a Big Ten West champion t-shirt? Did you buy the...
Are you really gonna make fun of my T-shirts now?
He does. He does.
You do?
They sold with dicks that day, dude. What do you want me to do?
Really? They they sold like we won our part of the conference, like not the full conference.
Listen, it's not. Northwestern didn't say let's do it this way. They said we are the champions of the West. Well,
All right.
we're going out west now and defend a championship. That's what we're doing.
Utah's winning this one.
Weird flex, but okay.
You guys are wrong.
I'll go Northwestern, Adam,
Thank you.
just because I like you.
Dude,
I
I
appreciate
root for Northwestern in every other game that they play against everybody, but they're not beating Utah.
North Carolina State taking on Texas A&M. That's the Tech Slayer Gator Bowl.
Slayer. Wait, who's this?
A&M and North Carolina State.
I got caught up on the tax Slayer thing.
Sorry.
A&M's going to win this.
I was thinking about where I was to spend my tax return. So I mean,
I got depressed because it's tax season.
who are the choices? I'm still
A&M. Just say A&M.
A&M. I'm gonna go
All
A&M.
right. All right. There you go.
Jason, A&M?
Yeah, A&M.
Right.
A&M. All right, so Tuesday, the 1st, we got the rest of the New Year's Six Bowls, as they like to call it. Mississippi State taking on Iowa. That's the Outback Bowl. That's not a New Year's Six, but it's just a...
Ooh, that's a tough one there.
Mississippi State, 7-point favorites, ranked number 18. Both teams 8-4.
Yeah, I was going to go Michigan State, Mississippi State originally on that, and I went to Wafer, but I'm going to go Mississippi State.
I'm not an Iowa fan, so I'm going Michigan State.
Hawk Eyes, baby. Give it to me. LSU, number 11, 9-3, coming to Arizona to take on number 8, undefeated, reigning, defending national champions, looking for a second national title 2 years in a row. Come on, Alabama, Nick Saban, don't be scared.
I've had to deal with this all year, and I cannot wait for LSU to win this game by 400 points, so we never have to hear how UCF deserves to be a big boy team.
Get in a big boy conference and play a big boy schedule, and then you can play with the big boys. Until then, God, I just want to shut you up, so LSU.
UCF, before Jason rambles on about his UCF pick here, UCF fans aren't even traveling to this game in Glendale, Arizona.
Maybe it's LSU fans who aren't traveling.
UCF fans, I saw the numbers. Because UCF, this is like the biggest game in UCF history. If LSU does not show up to this game because they don't care, because they're playing some shitty team as UCF, and UCF comes in like Boise State did against Oklahoma, and they shock them and dominate and win that game, it'd be the biggest game in UCF history. And their fans don't even care. They're not even coming. So, Jason, let's hear your rambling about how great UCF is.
The fans aren't going out of protest, first, Steve. All right, they aren't going.
You can't protest when you're going up against a team. You wanted a big boys school. You wanted to play a big boys. It's not a playoff game,
LSU,
but you don't get any.
Playing the stepchild.
You don't
here.
get any bigger
Put them in
than
the playoff.
than LSU.
Put them in the playoff. Should have put them in the playoff,
You
baby.
don't get any bigger.
Who are you
for a
taking out of
school
the
than
playoff?
LSU.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I'll take Notre Dame
He
out.
doesn't even say Notre Dame, who's the worst team.
I'll take Notre Dame out. Hell,
That's how bad that argument is he went to Oklahoma to take out. And Oklahoma.
Well, that's just because they were number 4, all right? Like, it happened. And they're a team with a loss, so I don't know. I just figured undefeated. Everybody stays on undefeated. Anyways, UCF got hosed by not being in the playoffs. We all know that. We can all agree, right?
No.
You can buy a ticket for $10.
For as low as $10, that is true. That is very true. But that's upper deck, so I mean, if you want to sit a little more classier, you gotta drop some money.
I bet you can get.
You can probably just walk down there.
The last Fiesta Bowl I went to
Here we go.
was
Memories.
Story time. What's
Story time. I was actually on the other side of the fence because UCF was playing Baylor, and I had some friends who came in from Baylor. And they're like, you gotta sit with me. Gotta rock the Baylor gear. Gotta rock the green. The BU, baby. It's like, all right, let's go. BU all day. It was a fun day. New Year's Day, 2014. Whatever it was. But a little guy by the name of Blake Bortles was playing in his last bowl game. His last game for UCF Knights. And
It's the last game of the match.
he went out there and he put a whooping on the Baylor Bears. And I think this game right here, guy's getting a second start for UCF. Quarterback. He's going to go out there and he's going to put a whooping on the LSU Tigers. Although I do love Eddie O, and I can't wait to see Eddie O. Hopefully we get to party with him this weekend.
Equating LSU and Baylor is just the most horrible equation I've ever heard in my life.
But it was back when Baylor had that one coach who covered up shit. So they're pretty
This
good.
was back when Baylor was killing people. This was back when Baylor was
Yeah.
like paying people off.
Yeah.
This was back when Baylor was raping women in
Yeah,
dorms.
they're a good team.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the best kind of football players because they just don't give a shit.
And they lost.
Yeah, and and they're still not as good as LSU is today.
Go Knights. Go Knights. Do me proud, baby. Do me
Dude,
proud.
it needs to be a blowout. If LSU doesn't blow them out, so the whole freaking world will shut up about how great UCF is. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something.
You're going to do it. So we got number 14 Kentucky taking number 12 Penn State in the Citrus Bowl.
I'm going to go. Kentucky's going to
Yeah, how
upset
about Kentucky
Penn
getting that
State.
game, huh? Yeah.
Kentucky, baby.
Penn State. I'm going Penn. Yeah, I got State.
Franklin's like the worst.
Go Kentucky.
Franklin's the worst coach in NCAA Division I football. And that I'm including the coaches that have already been fired. He's better. He's worse than them. He's just awful. Saquon Barkley saved him the last couple of years.
Rose Bowl, number 9 Washington taking on number 6 Ohio State. 6.5 point faves is the Buckeyes. Sending Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer goes out with a win.
Goes out with a dub, right?
He does not lose.
I agree.
There's
concur.
no way he goes out with a loss.
Washington's coming in. Ohio State's going to be exposed again. Washington, baby.
You could go to the Rose Bowl for as low as $19. Just saying.
I just can't take my daughter because I have to worry about her getting abused by Ohio State people.
And Texas, Georgia closing out the slate on New Year's Day in New Orleans in the All-State Sugar Bowl.
Wait, who was that?
Texas, Georgia. Georgia, 13-point
yeah,
faves.
Georgia. That's going to be one of those 63-7 games right there.
Dogs all day.
Yeah, dog's going to take that
Did you
one.
watch that? Did you see that Auburn Purdue game? It's going to be pretty similar to that.
God, that was terrible. At least Auburn let up on the second half. You know, they were nice. They were nice.
Nice.
We played nice. So NFL, tomorrow's the final day. We have a few games. I mean, most everybody knows kind of what's going on, but a few games do have some playoff implication, and all those games got moved to
So all those games start at 3 o'clock, so there's no 2:30 here. Sorry.
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock here. Sorry.
Yeah, 2 o'clock?
Listen, it's 3. Okay, it starts at 3. I don't care.
2 o'clock?
My game starts at noon and it starts at 3.
11
So in
and
the
2.
NFC,
11 and 2.
The last time I was here was 10 and freaking 1, so I don't know.
there are
I know, right?
You guys can't pick a time. You got whether it's September or January, it's 12 and 3, not freaking 10 and 1 or 11 and 2. It's the same. It's 12, it's 3, and it's whenever.
12 sounds so weird.
12 is perfect.
just say noon.
What if you were trying to go to church
Right.
and have some breakfast?
He's trying to
and
say
you're home.
noon.
Can you do that?
noon.
Can you do all that
That's my
before?
point. That's my point.
Can you do all that before
you get
10 o'clock?
out? You get out of church before 10 o'clock. I mean, you get out of going to church because of NFL football. That's the point, Adam.
What if I needed to go to church?
Well, actually,
I do, but I should.
When I first moved here, the
That's
church
fucked up.
I went to got you out 30 minutes before kickoff. So I mean,
How are you supposed to get breakfast before that, though?
Oh, you just grab and go. You know, you got Uber
That's
Eats.
the beautiful thing about being out here is you literally wake up, you roll out of bed. You don't have to roll out of bed. You just wake up, flip on your TV, and watch kickoff right off the bat. 9 o'clock, baby.
But you just told me it's 11, so what's a 9 o'clock do for me now?
All the worthless pregame crap with all the this time of year, all the feel-good stories about how NFL players aren't all giant a-holes. They actually help people. Okay, Walter Payton, Man of the Year. So anyway,
That's where we're at.
what were we talking about?
So
Does it
in
matter?
the NFC,
No.
3 teams know their fate: Seahawks, Cowboys, and Saints. And that's it. Those are the only like 3 teams that kind of know what they're doing.
Well, they know what
Come
they know what
January.
they're doing. They don't know who they're playing.
No, the Seahawks know they're
No,
playing the
yeah,
Cowboys
Seahawks
in Dallas.
know it.
Saints know they're got home
They're
field
going to stay
throughout.
home.
And they're they have a bye.
So you have the Rams the Bears said they're going for the win tomorrow, unless the Rams are just throttling the Niners, which will probably happen. And then the Bears will probably be like, all right, you know what? Hey, we'll back her off here.
The Rams don't have Gurley tomorrow, though. So, I mean, there's a chance that's a game. There's a chance for the 49ers.
The Niners did beat the Seahawks, so
There's a fighter's chance right there.
Then the AFC, it's all kind of spread out. I mean, the Patriots can like get home field throughout if they like win and get a couple teams losing tomorrow. Who would have thought that? They've been having like just a quiet year, right?
The whole AFC though has just been like you might as well crown who's the Super Bowl champions come out of the NFC this year.
Crown his ass. Anyway, so let's get some picks here. Dolphins, Bills, and Buffalo. Buffalo 5.5 point favorites.
In the cold, yeah, Bills are winning this one.
Go Bills.
31 degrees it's going to be. Give me the Bills, baby. Freaking Bills Mafia. This is Kyle Williams' last game.
Yes, it is.
So, there you go.
I saw his heartfelt tweet this morning about all the people that messaged him. I want to see somebody respond to the people that probably bitched him out about what a loser he is and how sucky he was at football and glad they're retiring. I want to see him address those people.
Lions and Packers in Lambeau, the frozen tundra. Packers 8-point favorites.
Pack. Because Aaron Rodgers is trying to get Philbin hired as his head coach, so he has to play well for him. I saw that story this week.
Oh, he likes that guy?
Yeah, he wants to give him every opportunity to win that, get that job and get hired.
Never take the Packers, so go Lions.
It's going to be cold outside.
What, you don't think the Lions have to drive to the practice field every day? It's cold.
Oh, yeah,
too.
Patricia makes them practice outside, right?
He makes them practice outside even when they're playing in the dome.
It's cold there still.
Yeah, I think the Packers win, right? You gotta the home team of the final game. Jets and Patriots. That's 11 kickoff. Jets are 13-point dogs. There you go.
Yeah, Patriots are winning this. They're going into the playoffs with a win.
I like the Pats as well, although the Jets did play pretty good ball last weekend. Panthers taking on the Saints. Second matchup in the last 3 weeks. I hate this schedule, by the way.
Drew Brees is out.
Teddy Bridgewater getting the start. The bridge.
Saints are still winning this.
Rivera, they said Rivera's coming back.
Cam's out too.
Cam's out. Rivera's coming back.
Rivera is in negotiations to come back, and the negotiations are going well, is what they said. So, might be the last game.
I think a win for the Panthers gets Rivera, keeps his job for sure.
I think he's keeping his job regardless.
I think he's back unless he is asking for so much money and the Panthers are like, fuck you. But no Cam. Half the Panthers players are injured. Nobody cares anymore in Panther land. And
the Saints aren't going to play anyone either. So
Bridgewater wants to prove himself that he's still a viable quarterback.
I'm going to go with the Saints.
Now, why am I trying to talk you into this?
It's a game that nobody cares about. I'm not going to pay attention.
I know, right?
Hey, not only is Bridgewater getting the start, but on the flip side,
here we go.
There's a man who played college football for University of Texas A&M. Aggies.
So everything's got to go.
Also played for the Houston Cougs. Go Cougars.
Like 6 degrees.
Making his first career
Texas.
start, Mr. Kyle Allen. And I think Kyle Allen's going to turn some heads. Kyle fucking Allen. That's right. Remember the name. Panthers win this.
Panthers are winning that?
Panthers win this. Man, I feel bad for the people that are dropping $80 on StubHub to go to this game.
Why would you?
No Drew Brees. This is worth the price of admission. You don't see Bridgewater.
Maybe it's all Bridgewater's families.
Flying them in. Come on, guys.
It's my chance.
Cowboys taking on the Giants in MetLife, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Giants, 6.5-point favorites.
Jason has to double check that. Am I reading that correctly?
Giants are winning that game.
Are the Cowboys not playing anybody tomorrow? I don't know. I don't see.
It doesn't matter. Giants are winning. Giants are winning if the Cowboys are.
It's going to be 36 and rainy.
Yeah, that's why the Giants are winning.
Giants are winning that game.
Yeah, I'll give it to the Giants.
And the Giants are actually still playing hard. Like they lost last week, but they're playing well still. And they lost the last second. Saquon's going for Rookie of the Year right now. Eli, no Odell, so Eli actually is playing well because Odell's not yelling at him about getting him the ball constantly. Giants are going to win this game.
Falcons, Bucks. Falcons 2-point favorites in Tampa Bay.
Who you picking?
I won Giants.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What the? What world do we live in?
Yeah. Nothing to play for tomorrow. Nothing to play for, you know. Take the guys out. Ease off the throttle.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Anyway.
So, 2-point favorites, Falcons are in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Falcons are winning that.
Falcons definitely.
Dirk Cutter. See ya.
Winston,
Be an offensive
Winston
coordinator
playing?
somewhere. Yes.
I like the Bucks. Go Bucks. Finish it off at home. Let that ship, they got that ship that blows the little cannons and whatnot.
Pirate ship.
Jaguars taking on the Texans. That's the morning game as well. Last one of the day. In Houston. Houston 6.5-point favorites.
Yeah, Houston.
Jaguars, no Fournette.
Blake Bortles is starting because the other guy got hurt, right? It doesn't matter. Houston's winning this.
Houston.
I like the Texans as well. Chargers taking out the Broncos. Games with some meanings. Chargers win. They can get home field advantage in the first round bye. Who you liking?
Chargers!
I like the Bolts. Go Chargers.
I think Chargers.
This game is in Denver. It is going to be 49 degrees and sunny. So it's going to be a beautiful football day for this game. You can get tickets for as little as $56. I feel like I have to mention that now in every pick we do. For all you people that want to go to a game, we're going to force your hand here. Chargers 6-point favorites. Yeah, I like the Chargers winning this one in Denver as well. Raiders taking on the Chiefs. Raiders got that final win.
Wait. If the Chargers win and Chiefs win...
Well, Chargers need the Chiefs to lose.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. So Chargers have to... So that's why the Chargers have to win.
Yeah, need some help.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
So Raiders and Chiefs played 225 as well. Raiders got coming off the heels of that final win at O.co Coliseum in Oakland this past Monday night. The Chiefs needing to get a win, really, walk into the playoffs, with that first round bye and some momentum.
Yeah, I think that this game means a lot to the Chiefs to win.
Chiefs, ironically enough, ever since they cut Hunt, their offense is like screened backwards, and they're not the offensive juggernaut they once were since they cut him. However, Chiefs are winning this game because it's Oakland.
And they haven't beat a spread since then as well. Yes. 14 points is the spread for this game. I like the Chiefs to win. It's in Arrowhead. Place going to be loud. 49ers taking on the Rams. Do we have our Rams flag in here?
No.
What I put it? Did you take it down? I had it, right?
There will never be a Rams flag flying anywhere near.
There's a Rams flag somewhere.
There better not be a Rams flag. I have old Rams stuff from when I was a kid, but it will not be flying in here anywhere.
If Jeff Fisher was coaching this team, I'd be off of the Rams. But since he's not, I'm going to go 49ers and pray and hope and go to church.
Niners are 0-7 when they are not playing in the friendly confines of 5,000 people at Levi Stadium.
So maybe it's time to break the trend.
The Rams play at the Coliseum, Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where it's not their house, but yet every time they're on defense, that PA guy says, "Whose house?" And they say, "Rams house." And it's so annoying.
Well, Jason, just because you're renting doesn't mean it's not your house.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Go Rams.
Sheriff tells you it's not.
Go Rams.
So they tell you to leave.
I got the Rams. Bears taking on the Vikings. This game, big implications here. Vikings need to win to stay in the playoffs. Bears, if they win, potential Rams loss, they get a first round bye.
And a home.
And a home, yeah.
And they're both kicking off at
2:25.
And the Vikings are going to win this game, regardless if
Kirk Cousins still having flashbacks. He's still having flashbacks of Matt coming to get him.
Oh, that's great. The Vikings are still winning this game and making the playoffs.
There is no way the Vikings are winning this game.
Game is in Minnesota. The purple people eaters and all that shit, they're going to be out and about. Skull Vikings, they're going to be skulling shit. Fucking.
The game means more to the Bears than they're going to let on, and they're not going to be able to pull. They're not going to be able to pull their starters and realize that they have no chance of winning home field until the third quarter at least. And it's already going to be a blowout. Vikings are already going to be up by a whole bunch.
There's no way the Bears lose this game.
Vikings win this game at home. This one.
God, you guys are so wrong.
$200, man. This is the game of the week. $200 is your ticket price for that game.
All the Bears are going to be doing is watching that scoreboard up there while the Vikings are running it up, and they're going to be looking at the Rams game while the Rams are running it up, and the Bears are going to be over here going, at least we got playoffs. We got playoffs over here, and then they're going to go in the first round of playoffs and choke.
And then they're going to say 85.
Good guy.
I'll be making my 85. I'll be making my
Bears.
Super Bowl plans.
Bears. Heart attack.
Such Chicago hatred going on here. Unbelievable.
Bengals taking on the Steelers. In Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, 14.5-point favorites. No Boswell this week, though.
Pittsburgh, they lost their kicker.
Lost the kicker, guys. So
Steelers are going to win this game because they're going to be all involved. Antonio Brown's having tests done. Steelers are going to win this game, and they're going to go in there, and they're going to be like, oh, hey, we won our last game. But they're going to be outside looking in, and then they're going to bring back the whole team like they always do, and they're going to suck work next year, and it's going to be an awesome and beautiful thing because the Steelers, see ya, You're over.
So you have them winning this game?
No, Steelers are winning this game.
Because Steelers, they need to win on Ravens' loss
Yes.
to get in.
Or a Titans Colts tie, by the way.
Anything's possible.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Steelers are winning this game.
I'm going Steelers.
I like the Steelers to win as well. Cardinals taking on the Seahawks. Seahawks, they know their fate, know where they're going next week. 13-point favorites.
Cardinals have quit. Steve Wilkes didn't even get a podium at his Friday's press conference. They just handed him a mic. They're not even putting out a podium for him anymore. I'm pretty sure his office is cleaned out. I'm pretty sure he has a flight booked back to wherever he has a home in Carolina. I'm sure he's already floating out there. His agent's already calling teams about him being in DC next year. Doesn't matter if Seattle literally plays nobody. They don't even have people go out onto the field. Cardinals are not winning this game. Seattle's winning this game.
Took the man's podium. My gosh. That's just like...
And then he had to make a joke about it, too. Well, you know it's coming to the end when they don't even give you a podium. Like, he literally said that.
It's not going to be a good Monday for him, is what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is
Change is coming.
After they lose because the team quit on him in Seattle, he's just flying home to wherever
He's not even getting on the team play.
And he's just like, you guys just...
He's already booked commercial.
Yeah, he's like his agent's already been calling people for the last few weeks.
Can I get my first class upgrade, please?
He's not going to do a press conference. He's just going to be like, thanks, everybody. I'll see you later.
Hey, guys, I love coaching this team, guys. It was fun this year. You guys go out there and have fun. I'm just going to hang out. You know?
I hear the warfare in Seattle is beautiful this time of year. So anyway, Seattle.
I'm not big of the Cardinals, so I'm going Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. They're going to win.
You have a hatred for the Cardinals?
No, there's just no way they're going to win this game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they quit weeks ago. Let's let Jason finish snapping.
Moving on. No, I was looking to see. I didn't realize that we had a game that did get flexed this week.
Yeah,
The Colts Titans game. Yeah.
Because winner is in the playoffs. Loser goes home.
Yes.
And unless there's a tie, then the Steelers get in and they go home.
God.
Both teams go home.
I want a tie right now so bad.
I know, it's the Steelers.
It'd just be funny, like, for both those teams. Like, what the fuck, really? All right, Eagles taking on the Redskins. Can I still say Redskins? I don't even know. But Eagles win with a Minnesota loss. The Eagles are in the playoffs. Doesn't happen.
Nick Foles, the team is just a better team with Nick Foles right now. Nick Foles is getting the victory, and the Eagles are going to be right there.
But
they're going to be at home.
But who? Yeah, they're going to be at home because I got the Eagles winning, but Minnesota's going to beat the Bears. So,
well, according to you guys, the Eagles are making the playoffs because they're winning and Minnesota's losing.
So, we all have Eagles.
Yes, for different reasons.
Browns and Ravens. I love the Browns kind of got like a mini flex, all right? I'm taking it. I know it's for the Ravens, but come on now. This is the fucking Brownies, baby.
Ravens are winning this game. It's not going to be close.
Let me tell you how hard math is with the Browns. So the Browns right now are at straight 500. 7-1. Which it took us about 30 minutes to come to our senses that the Browns were 500 with the tie, because we were thinking percentage points and everything. And no, they're just 500. We thought because the ties they work out weird, you know. Because if these two teams tie tonight, Steelers get in, then Steelers have a tie, and that's what's hurting them. And Minnesota they have a tie, so that's helping them.
The problem is
it's so weird. Nobody understands the fucking tie. Get rid of the fucking tie,
guys,
please. For God's fucking sake, just get rid of the goddamn tie. Just let's go fucking overtime rules, man. The fucking tie. Like nobody fucking knows what the fuck to do.
Keep playing the damn game. Keep playing the damn game until there's a winner.
You can't because of injury reasons and stuff. But that it's because we always think like hockey ties actually count as percentage points higher. Football, they don't.
But then when it comes down to the standards, like, oh well, this tie helped them out. This tie hurt this team. It's like, it's dumb. Get rid of it.
I know.
I don't like it.
I love it because that brings excitement.
But the Browns.
The best part of it is the Browns tie literally means nothing to anybody, and we're arguing about it.
Well, no, they tied the Steelers, so that helps out them some way or something. I don't know if the Ravens losing, you know.
I like the Browns.
And then you got to go.
the tie has nothing to do.
Job.
tie has nothing to do with the Steelers. The Ravens will have one more loss than the Steelers if the Steelers win and the Ravens lose, and the Ravens will have one more win than the Steelers if the Steelers lose and the Ravens win.
Well, something to do with the Minnesota. I don't know. Ties. Get rid of the tie, right? Just get rid of it. God damn it.
Look, Ravens are winning this game. It isn't going to matter. They're going to dominate the game. Ravens are going to be in the playoffs.
Baker Mayfield is a effing beast.
Great.
Jarvis Landry just found out this week that this is a rivalry game because the Ravens were in Cleveland at one point.
Yeah, that's the scary thing right there.
Well, hey, you ain't gonna look up the old history. Just go look up your history, all right?
You live in Cleveland. Part of your history is the team left and went to Baltimore. That is the Cleveland Brown history. He walks through those halls daily.
What
does he think happened in those 4 years the Browns didn't exist?
They probably just have stuff from like 98 on forward, you know? Like,
well, that's what I mean,
they have like Couch, you know, like all over the... Was that the guy they drafted, Tim Couch?
Yeah, when they came back. No, they kept all the Browns history and stuff. They like the NFL, because the Cleveland fans freaked out. So they kept all the history. But what does he think happened in those 4 years where there's a big gap? Like, is he like, oh, weird? We must have had NCAA violations that year. They vacated all this stuff. Like, what does he think happened in that time frame as he walks through those hallways?
Crime hiatus.
Bless him, all right? Just bless him. Bless him.
Just throwing it out there. It'd be one thing if, like, he was playing in, like, Minnesota, you know, and he didn't know the history of the two teams. But he's in Cleveland.
Well, like I predicted earlier this year, the Browns are going to finish 8-7-1 and 500 record.
I'm pretty sure you predicted I'm going undefeated, but...
And then 14-1, and then 14-0-1, and then...
Well, now it's the final prediction. 8-7-1. Let's go, Brownies.
I'm going to go with your 8-7-1. I like it.
Ravens.
Colts and Texans.
I might break out my Terrell Suggs game-worn jersey right here for Sunday for that game.
There you go. A little Suggy jers.
Since it might be his last Ravens game.
Yeah,
ever.
we should do that thing where we should just go to the bar and be those loud guys. I mean, we got to, right? Because they're going to show Cardinals here, so he's going to watch the Bears. We got to go B-dubs. And then we'll just be those guys like cheering at everything, every TV. Like, oh my God! We're like, oh, what? What happened?
We'll cheer like mundane things like, Larry! Got a 2-yard out, Larry! He doesn't get that reference.
I'm going to wear my Cowboys jersey with my Cardinals hat. And I
got my Ditka jersey here. 85 is fine.
My Cleveland Brown Nike Monarchs.
Oh, Jesus.
Alrighty.
So Colts Titans. Winner gets in. Loser stays home.
Goes home. Colts, baby. Colts are back to the playoffs.
Andrew Luck and the Colts.
Andrew Luck's looking good.
Is Mariota even playing?
Mariota will be playing. There's been a lot of hatred this week.
Mariota or Mariota?
I say Mariota. I think it's. What do y'all say?
Mariota.
What do you say? Are you Mariota?
I just said Mariota, and I don't know why.
Well, I think they call him like the different, Mariota.
I call him bad elbow and always hurt.
A rare right whale calf was spotted on the coast of Florida.
You can't keep him off Snapchat.
That was Twitter, gentlemen. That was Twitter. No, but I was trying to pull up.
Yeah, have you noticed that? Like, he'll be driving, and you'll be like, light screen, and he's like... let me finish this text here.
Light screen, but I have my Snapchat going.
Let me finish this thought real quick, and then I'll get going.
So last week, at least I stopped at the red light. Steve, last week, when I'm driving behind him. And I was like, stop tweeting. He's like, I wasn't tweeting, I was doing something else on my phone. Okay, well, either way.
At least be accurate. So anyway, we kill the show again.
But no, there's been a lot of big hate on Marcus Mariota this week from the Tennessee Titan fans. They saying that this guy does get hurt, which, I mean, he doesn't get hurt a lot. But when you compare 50-game stats, all right? So Steve McNair, first 50 games, had 43 starts, 95-99. Stats, 16 completions of 1,284 attempts, over 8,000 yards, 54% completion passage, all right? Vince Young, 58% completion passage, and 44 starts in 50 games. 49 starts for Marcus Mariota, from 15 to 18, 62% completion percentage. It's been sacked 113 times, which is why he gets hurt a lot, because the other two that I mentioned, McNair only sacked 87 times, Vince Young only sacked 72 times. Really don't know where I'm going with this, but touchdown to interception ratio, is that the music telling me to stop? Marcus Mariota has 65 touchdowns, compared to McNair, who had 43, Vince Young, who had 38, and his interceptions are lower than Vince Young's and only 3% higher than McNair's. So I don't know where I'm going
He
with
needs
that.
an offensive line, is what
I'm
you're
just saying, yeah. I mean, he definitely needs an offensive line. He needs to stop getting heat from these Tennessee fans, and it's okay to talk shit about the dead guy. That's all I'm saying.
It's always too soon to talk shit about the dead guy.
I mean, you could say McNair wasn't that great. He really wasn't that great.
Karma's gonna come back to you.
First of all, McNair was awesome.
He wasn't that great.
Second of all, you don't know what you're talking about, as usual.
Wasn't that great.
Second of all, dude, he died in a horrific fashion, man. Like,
Yeah, he was banging some dude's wife.
no, did you see that story about it and everything?
I saw the thing on ID channel, right? Like,
Yeah, they did like a whole movie on it, like a police investigation.
oh, did they
and
do
stuff.
that?
Like,
I didn't watch that. I watched the ID channel.
Yeah, the initial story was, that he was that's what the conclusion that people came to because of the way they phrased it. But no, it's so much deeper than that and everything. Yeah. Steve McNair, I'm not saying he was great, like not one of the best, but he was a pure thrower and runner back in the day when those things didn't exist. Just throwing it out there. He was not overrated.
Air McNair.
If anything, he was underrated.
Well, fans need to quit giving so much heat to Mariota.
Second of
That's all
all,
I'm saying.
Mariota's hurt all the time because he's a running quarterback and he can't stay healthy. I understand.
He has no line.
He doesn't really. He has no line.
No line.
So
Why
he
think-
runs
why
for his
think,
life and runs
Marcus
out
Murray
and
left?
gets hurt.
He had no line.
Who?
DeMarcus Murray last year. Why do you think he left? He had no line. Couldn't
Because they didn't
run.
want him anymore.
Couldn't run behind the line.
He retired. He retired because he didn't have a line. Murray's like, I'm going to retire because I had no line.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, he's hurt all the time. They have a right to be upset about it. The problem is they have nobody behind him, so they have to live with him. But isn't it a contract year for him, or it's coming up, right?
No, I think they still him and Jameis still have next year, right?
Because they're coming up to a decision. That's where it's going to get interesting because they have a decision coming up with him, and like he misses a couple games here or there because of this elbow issue and other things. But I mean, if you don't have somebody behind him, man, you're gonna have to bite that bullet and pay him to keep him on there. If you don't have a backup, that's where it's going to get interesting on that front. But it doesn't matter. Colts are winning this game. Andrew Luck's back, baby.
Andrew Luck is there for sure.
Yeah, I like the Colts too.
Colts are going to do some playoff
I hate
damage.
Andrew Luck with a
I know you
passion.
do. You don't think he's that good either. You think
Well,
he's
this year all
way
he's
on the
been doing
Raiders.
is dink and dunking. Dink
Really?
and
You-
dunk.
you obviously aren't
Dink and
watching
dunk.
Colts games,
Dink
but
and
okay.
dunk. Dink and dunk.
That's not at all what he's doing, but okay.
Dink and dunk.
Okay.
Dink and dunk.
Maybe we should
Dink and
check
dunk.
those stats.
Dink and dunk. Dink
Maybe we
and
should
dunk.
try
Dink
watching
and
a
dunk.
game.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I watch more football than you watch.
I know, and I know more about Andrew Luck the way he plays than you do.
Dink and dunk.
Because I don't watch shitty games like Cowboy games every week. I actually watch real games with good players.
Dink and dunk.
So you watched all the Bear games, is what you're saying.
That's not.
Is that what you said?
I saw one Bear game this year when they played the Cardinals.
Great game for the Bears. Were you at that game? That was the week after.
Week before.
No,
So-
you came opening week. What was that game? Week 3?
Week 2. Yeah, week 3.
Week two.
2 or 3, yeah. It was early. When we thought the Cardinals had a chance. Till we realized they hired somebody that has no idea about the concept of football.
No idea. Anyways,
Yes.
what were you saying?
Huh?
What were you saying?
No, finish up on your phone.
Oh, no. You said so.
So.
So?
So, Adam, enjoying the weather?
It's nice. It's beautiful out. 60 degrees. Right? It's up to 60 now.
It's noon.
Is the pool open yet?
Yeah, pool's always open.
Let's go jump in right after this. Get video.
Well, it's 28 by my house, so I mean that's an improvement. It's 52. That's improvement right there.
I'll put my toe in.
How do you do the big toe? Just
Well, it's got to be the big toe because I can't use my pinky toe to get in. You have to dip it and angle it sideways. Speaking of angles, guys. So it was like this.
were we all thinking about the same damn thing?
We're all on the same page there, right?
I was just not going to pick it up on that.
I wasn't either.
On the format, but if you want to talk about it, Jason, we can talk about it. I'm crying.
Crying. No big news yet in baseball land at the moment. After the Goldschmidt trade, Nelson Cruz signed a 1 year with the Twins. He's a big bat for him. I don't think the Twins are going to do anything productive. Bryce Harper, Adam, I know you're getting kind of excited because there's been stories out from like random bloggers and fans that are saying Bryce Harper might go to the White Sox.
Yeah, but those stories have like kind of died down, and now it seems to be a Cub LA thing for him.
LA did trade off Matt Kipp and Yasiel Puig this week, making some moves to bring in some money.
He's going to LA. They unloaded $20 million worth of yearly salary in LA to bring Bryce Harper in. So
LA is the prediction?
LA, yeah.
Will he be signed before next week? Will he be signed before we talk next week?
I don't think he's going to sign. I think he's going to wait.
Yeah, I don't think there's a hurry because you have to. It's that whole Scott Boras thing where, you got to play teams against each other, even though he knows where he's going. Like, he knows the minimum he's going to make right now, right? So now it's just, can we get it higher, Can we get it higher from him or whatever? And the Dodgers really tipped their hand by making that trade as early as they did now because, I mean, who are they going to have in right field this year, the Dodgers? They traded their whole outfield.
If he doesn't go,
Screwed that one up.
So they tipped their hand to an agent that's really good at getting teams to bid against themselves and everything. So that's the only reason I think is Boras is just going to he's just going to keep having them negotiate. So basically the Dodgers are fighting themselves right now because nobody else seems like 300 is the number for most teams that nobody's willing to go over. I think that's too rich for the Cubs. For one guy.
Yeah, they dropped all that money into Yu Darvish last year too, so they're dicked.
But then they got those guys in the if he was going to go to the Cubs would be trying to unload some of their high priced outfield guys that are not old and not good anymore, and they're not doing that. So
and then also in a few years with the Cubs, you have to eventually sign Rizzo, Bryant.
Yep.
A lot of money going there.
And Ricketts has a lot of money, but you don't have that
Schwarber.
kind of money.
Like your team's going to get kind of depleted here in a few years when the contracts start rolling in.
It's going to get expensive.
Yeah, and so I mean, a dark horse would be like Philly. If they don't get what's his name? Who was with the Dodgers from Baltimore?
Machado. That's my next question. Where's Machado's sweepstakes?
You can see he's going to be an East Coaster, man. It's Yankees or Red Sox for him.
I liked the guy in Philly, though, who said, do the right thing and sign for the money. Like, I love how fans just like, you know what? 20 years ago, he only wants money. Now it's like, hey, do the right thing, sign for the money, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think... these agents aren't stupid, so whatever number Philly puts out there, the Yankees and Red Sox are going to step up and cover that, so... go a little bit higher.
Did he visit the Red Sox?
Yeah, he visited the Red Sox. He's visited every East Coast team because he wants to be on the East Coast. I think that was clear, pretty early on. I think that's why the Dodgers were like,
the White Sox signed his brother-in-law. That's fine. That's where he's going.
Yeah, the White Sox did sign his brother-in-law.
It's going to be a family affair.
Maybe he hates his brother-in-law.
No, they're close.
Are they close?
I don't know. They were playing Jenga.
Their Christmas was amazing, Jason.
They're playing Jenga.
You didn't see the Christmas story they put together? Come on. Had a White Sox hat. He kept putting it on him. And,
did he?
Sounds like a great story, though.
I was like, really?
The thing that the Yankees...
You don't follow him on Snapchat?
The thing that the Yankees and the Red Sox can do that nobody else can do, like with the J.D. Martinez deal, is they just fronted the money all to J.D. Like, we'll give it to y'all now.
Here you go.
So you don't have to wait for it, for the length of the contract or whatever. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But Machado's the question mark, but he's going to end up... But it's like, who goes first? So does Bryce Harper have to sign and then everybody will sign? Or is like Machado and some of those big name guys sign and then you'll start to see guys fall into place right there?
I mean, we like the free agent. I mean, most people are saying those are the two big ones. Like, Jonathan Lucroy did a deal yesterday.
It's only a 1 year deal, though.
Yeah, I mean, because Lucroy hasn't been worth a damn the last few years. So, like, let's see here. Looking at the guys who have yet to sign.
The key's going to be is where these guys are signing, right? Because a team's not going to put out money for Lucroy if they're in a shop for a big name guy. Right. They're going to wait to find out if
they're going to wait and see where the numbers are.
Yeah. because you don't want to sign all these, even if it's low, for us, low money. So you sign a guy for $3 million. Well, that $3 million can make or break you if you're signing a Bryce Harper or somebody, in terms of payroll.
It's
I
also
think it's big
different.
to to go before you see everyone starts falling in line. That's got chances.
Yeah, I mean, whoever signs first, and I think it's going to be closer to spring training, to be honest with you. I think this year you're going to see a lot of the guys you're going to see signing coming up are the guys that are going to get 1-year deals, to prove themselves or end of their career or whatever. And then once one of those two big guys sign, you're just going to see it snowball, and everybody's going to be.
And it's also based on markets. Like Bryce Harper market is a lot different than the Machado market. Just so based on position wise, the pitcher market a lot different than those guys' markets. Right. So I mean, it's all about the market and everything. Yeah. So I think once
But if the Cubs are going after Harper,
Cubs aren't getting anybody.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out the Cubs. So if the Cubs are going after Harper, which they are, they're talking to him, and they want Machado, you're not getting both of those guys. Right. So you're playing both those fields, waiting to find out, and you're not going to jump the gun and sign Machado before you find out Harper's coming, right? You're going to find out where Harper's going before
Harper's
you sign
first.
Machado.
Harper's first. Harper's got to sign first.
I have full belief Harper knows how much he's going to make and where he's going. Now it's just this bullcrap negotiation deal. The team doesn't know, but Harper.
He's already told Boris where he's going.
Yeah, but they already have it down. Now it's just Boris going, I'm going to get you. Let's see if we can get you. So say it's $350. Boris is like, get you $375. You're not going to make less than $350. So let's go $375. See what we can get.
Yeah, whatever the first one makes, the second one's going to be like, I want more.
Now it's two different markets, though.
But I think out of those two, though, because the way they are, it's gonna be like, hey, I want more than that guy.
Machado, I don't.
And then the pitchers, they'll just kind of fall in line and do their thing. I mean, Dallas Keuchel's still out there. I saw a few teams flirting around with him. Patrick Corbin, he hasn't signed anywhere yet.
No, pitchers are.
It's still early.
Bet it is. Kind of shocked Kershaw just doubled down though with the Dodgers super quick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing is pitching. I think you're seeing with the way baseball's going, pitchers are in trouble. Those big dollar deals for pitchers are going away because you can sign 30 guys, for cheap.
Right.
And then just keep throwing them in there as opposed to, a Kershaw or somebody or a Baumgartner and Giants who gets injured and then your team sucks because you can't
afford the right back from football.
Yeah, I mean it's getting to the point where starters are going. God, they're even putting bullpen guys in to start games for an inning and then pulling them. So I think that's where you're seeing it. I think you're seeing the shift to an offense, but even then, with the whole I'll put it this way: whoever signs Bryce Harper is going to be disappointed in about 3 or 4 years, if not right off the bat. So
when they don't have any money to give to anybody else,
and he's injured, and he's not hitting anymore, and all that, because you're already seeing signs of it. But that's why he's also not getting the $400 or $500 mil he wanted. He'll be 300 or something. I think it comes down to guarantee. I think it comes down to not guarantee, but how fast he gets it, plus the extra perks he's working in there, like private jets and all that stuff.
So other minor moves kind of going on, and Mariners are confident they'll be able to get rid of Edwin Encarnacion before the season, before spring training. The Rays, Astros, and White Sox are involved on talks. So that get you excited? Edwin Encarnacion trading in the Chief Wahoo for the sock.
I could see it. But it seems like the Sox are involved in every rumor these days.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of that. They're like, all right, cool guys. I think we got our team. Let's be done with the rebuild. Let's go. Rangers did trade Jurickson Profar this past week. Got a pretty good haul for him to the A's. Let's see what else. I guess that was just the comment section. Oh, really? So yeah, not a whole lot of news going on that front outside of the minor deals we said. So yeah, Angels signed Luke Croy. That deal was a $1 million, $425 or 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. Get you excited? You're an Angels guy there, Steve. You get excited for Luke Croy?
My problem with the Angels is that they hired Osmus as their manager. I actually weirdly think that's a step down from. And I feel like they should have gotten rid of what's his name 4 or 5 years ago. Right. And I think Osmus might be a step down.
It's weird because they're not going for it. Like they did that 5 years ago when they signed those guys to like huge contracts. And now they're just kind of stuck with it before they can be like, all right, guys, we got to fucking rebuild. We got to blow this shit up and do it.
They're going from the old school gut reaction coaching to completely analytics. So, the Angels are weird. Like every year, you're optimistic the Angels will do well in that division, and I think this is the first year in a long time where you're like,
Yeah. Have fun, Astros.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
I mean, now with the Mariners thrown in the towel, I think.
Yeah, the Mariners got rid of half their bullpen.
Astros are going to just walk away with that thing next year.
I think the Astros are in that spot, though, where all those young guys have experienced all this, like, great baseball and, like, winning and everything, that they're just going to start not being as good. Like, young teams like that come up like that generally have 2-3 years, and then they just fall.
Well, they ain't losing to anybody in their division, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's the issue, you know.
They're gonna be the first team to go undefeated against the division of baseball.
Right?
Anyways, any final thoughts, guys, before we wrap up the 2018 season or 2018 year?
Next time it'll be next year, huh?
Yeah, we'll see you next year. I love that.
See you next year, folks.
Next year.
Gosh, God, we're gonna hear that so much that day.
That's all I'm going to say that day.
See you next year.
I'm going to text everybody. See you next year.
Next year, friends.
Talk to you next year.
Hey, it's the last text you get.
So,
see you next year.
Funny story.
I was this year, damn it.
I was at the school for my daughter's award ceremony for the end of the quarter, and like all these people kept saying, "I'll see you next year," like all the teachers, and literally my daughter walks up to me and goes, "I hate when people say that. That's stupid." Like all loud, so everybody could hear it. And I was like, "Nice."
Funny.
It's my daughter because I hate that too. My favorite thing is in high school. Side thing here, when your senior year. You know, you always sign the year. We'll see you next year. You know, so senior year, you put see you next year, and you walk off. There's 500 yearbooks out there with me saying see you next year as a senior. So stupid. Don't have dad jokes back then, Jason?
Apparently.
Jason does not appreciate my sense of humor.
It's appreciated, Steve. It's appreciated.
All right. No, I guess we're done, y'all.
Oh, are we done?
I got
Is that
nothing
it?
for you.
We got
Adam, nothing? You're going to wrap up
We
this
got nothing
year?
closing?
Go Cats, go Cats, go Bears,
Go Cats, go Bears.
go Niners.
Do the Northwest Wildcats, do they bear down too?
It's Northwestern.
No.
Well,
Yeah, Northwest.
Whatever.
Northwestern.
Fuck it.
If
You know what I
Pat
meant.
Fitzgerald would like every conversation to end with "Go Cats" if it all possible.
So
They do
the
not
U of A
bear
here, the Wildcats, they bear down, which is weird.
They do not know.
Just the Bears bear down.
Just the Bears are bear down.
I think they say bear down because some freaking coach, like way back in the day, like was like,
We gotta bear down.
bear down, guys.
We gotta bear down.
But I always thought it was stupid. Like, you know, like even ASU has like forks up, which I think is kind of lame, but at least it makes sense, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you have a pitchfork and forks up. You know?
And they feel like, yeah, fork you.
Yeah. So like, I even think that.
And everybody just like
but-
throwing up a shocker, right? Like, come on.
My favorite was I was someplace like out of town, like on the West Coast, on the East Coast, and I was watching a game. And, like literally, people were in the stands go like this, and this guy literally like in the bar is like, "What are they throwing up gang signs for?" Like, first of all, you racist prick. It's not a gang sign.
It's a pitchfork. Otherwise, two in the pink, one stink. All right. So
It was just like I was just so, and then I was like, you know what? That makes sense that if you're not from this area, you don't know what they're doing.
go home and use that on the wife. I know, like it's crazy because like I thought like Texas, like every Texas school has like a fucking deal, and it's like so insane. Like even like the Cougars. So this is like U of H or something like that because that's like a U, the O, and the H or something stupid. Then I mean, you guys were like, "What's the TCU hand sign?" I was like, "Oh, it's this." Like, that's the dumbest thing ever. SMU. Little horsey, so you gotta
Little
put the horse up or whatever. It looks like a little bunny. Little bunny foo-foo.
Okay, we want to talk about dumb things to do. The TCU Horned Frog. Watching grown men in the stands do this was just disturbing.
Did they do it like that?
Yeah.
Or are they like,
They're like-
creepy? Creepy. All right. Anyways, it was fun.
Well, talk dumb mascot.
It was a fun 2018. 2019, you're going to see a lot of changes. Some changes are coming. We're going to revamp the show, make it a lot better for you, the fan. Right?
Is that real?
Yeah. We're going to revamp. We're going to revamp. We're going to come at you. A little sports talk with attitude.
The Attitude Era begins.
The attitude era begins.
Well done, guys. Well
A
done.
la WWE 1997.
Well done. Well done.
So we'll talk to you next year. Sorry, I can't. Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year. Get drunk.
See ya. Be safe.
Have a kiss. Fuck a lot.
I don't understand
Final
that. Why
thoughts.
do you have to make out with somebody on New Year's?
I don't know. It's